For years now, scientists have been telling us that robotics will have a profound effect on the future. Artificial intelligence has come a long way. It was once reserved for science fiction movies, but it's now become a staple in our everyday lives. So today, here on Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be looking at 3 amazing concepts to do with robots. Hiker goes for a walk with her dog and discovers a humanoid robot trekking through the woods. The footage of a humanoid robot wandering through the woods, which leaked in April 2016, is completely real, if a little unnerving. A hiker had the shock of her life when she stumbled across a humanoid robot while walking her dog through the woods. Scientists working on the robot were on hand to keep an eye on it and manage a utility task car that carries the robot's power sources. It's reported that the dog owner observed what she thought was a creature running between the trees. However, Boston Dynamics came forward and said that the robotic humanoid belonged to them, and that they were putting it through its paces. Boston Dynamics has previously used the same woods to test its humanoid robots. The Atlas-named robot, a 5'9", 180-pound invention, was seen roaming through Waltham, Massachusetts. Mark Raybert, co-founder of Boston Dynamics, said the following: "We're eager to take this robot out into the world. You can't predict what will happen." Atlas is well suited to the outdoors, with laser-powered LiDAR technology in its head for terrain assessment and navigation, as well as detectors and actuators in its legs and body for balancing. In another video, Atlas can be seen travelling through a snow-covered woodland. Some asked who would need a humanoid robot, to which Boston Dynamics responded by saying that these robots can help the police and the military. Boston Dynamics was owned by Google after the tech giant purchased the company in 2013, and since then it has won a slew of government contracts, with the Department of Defense paying out more than $34 million in 2012. Other Boston Dynamics robots, such as Big Dog, a 4-legged, load-carrying monster suited for tough terrain that doubles as Robot Man's best buddy, have received military funding in addition to Atlas. Robotic cockroaches could help find survivors in disasters. In February 2016, it was announced that a robot was being created that ran and swam like a salamander. Designers have now created a cockroach-inspired shape-shifting robot. They are the bane of inner-city dwellers, capable of getting into the tiniest cracks and crevices and eluding even the most zealous pest management. But it is their incredible capacity to shrink their bodies which helps them to pass through narrow spaces and fissures and speed through congested tunnels that could spark a new generation of rescue robots. The physics of cockroaches, both their capacity to modify their body shape and their rapid mobility in restricted spaces, was researched by Kaushik Jayamara and Robert Full from the University of California, Berkeley, to design a robot capable of crawling across difficult terrain. The researchers noted in their report posted in the publications of the National Academy of Sciences Plus, "We found that cockroaches navigated lateral holes less than a quarter of their height in less than a second by squeezing their body's compliant exoskeletons in half. Soft, twisty legs, a pliable body and shell, and a distinct mode of movement are the cockroach's secrets. Cockroaches still move swiftly, at 20 body lengths per second, inside vertically enclosed areas, adopting an unknown mode of movement, body friction-legged crawling," says the study. If you scale it up to the size of a human, it would be around 70 miles per hour, more than twice the pace of the quickest sprinter, Jayarama told reporters. Cockroaches, in addition to their acceleration and efficiency, are extremely tough, with the ability to withstand pressures of up to 900 times their own body weight without harm. The researchers set out to create a robotic prototype after gaining a better grasp of cockroach anatomy. The ensuing robot, including controls and battery, is small enough to fit in the palm of your hand and weighs less than 50 grams. The robot was given the moniker CRAM, or Compressible Robot with Articulated Mechanisms, by the researchers. CRAM is constructed of polyester and has flexible legs and a low-friction shell. The Roachbot is 75mm tall, about the size of a tennis ball, and can reduce its height by 54%. It can move fast through tight spaces because of its flexible spine and bendy legs. Finally, Cram can support the pressure of roughly a kilogram, which is more than 20 times its weight, and this is thanks to its overlapping belly plates. The robot is designed to assist in search and rescue operations. Experts believe that its particular qualities will make it an ideal choice for searching for survivors in the rubble left by tornadoes, earthquakes, and explosions. Nanorobots destroying cancer cells. Nanobots are compact robots that range in size from 1 to 100 nanometers. Nanobots are being studied so that they can help assist in medicine and healthcare, including cancer treatment and blood vessel unblocking. Nanorobots are a reputable new technology with a wide range of applications. However, the majority of the applications we have studied so far have been related to medicine. One of the most common uses for nanobots is to imitate red blood cells. Robert Freitas Jr., a futurist, suggested the construction of respirocytes, which are hypothetical artificial red blood cells that can be utilized to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide via the bloodstream. The respirocyte is roughly 1 micron, that is 1,000 nanometers in size, which is 6 times smaller than a regular red blood cell. This architecture would allow the robots to travel through even the tiniest capillaries, ensuring considerably more effective oxygen supply to tissue than organic red blood cells could. It is also built to transport 236 times the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide as a normal red blood cell. Working respirocytes would provide huge medicinal benefits. To begin with, the technology will aid scientists in the development of effective and long-lasting artificial blood substitute fluids for use in blood transfusions and first aid situations. Its capacity to wiggle through blood vessels and transmit more oxygen to the brain could provide patients with cardiovascular disease a fresh lease on life. Hemostasis is another area where nanorobots can be useful. Hemostasis is a technique for preventing and stopping bleeding by keeping blood contained within a broken blood vessel, enabling the wound to heal. The typical time for natural hemostasis to occur is 5 minutes, which can make a tremendous difference in critical situations. Nanobots may be able to aid in the speeding up of this process. On command from its control computer, a 2-micron nanobot with biodegradable fiber mesh as thin as 0.8 nanometers would be deployed in the wound. When the soluble thin coating parts of the mesh come into touch with plasma water, they break down and trap the blood cells in simultaneously occurring artificial nettings, thus stopping the bleeding. Even in big wounds, this mechanism may allow complete hemostasis in as little as 1 second. Another possible medical usage for nanorobots is a disease-fighting machine. Ultrasound-powered nanorobots that can glide through blood and eradicate hazardous bacteria have been built by engineers at the University of California, San Diego. The robot's main objective is to detoxify and sanitize biological fluids, according to Berta Esteban Fernandez de Villa, co-first writer and senior researcher in Wang's research group at UC San Diego. Nonetheless, it is heartening to see new technologies tackle challenges that we have had for a long time. Nanorobotics is a fascinating prospect. But what do you make of these findings? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.